Page 82, A Viennese Melody, a very famous Viennese melody. It's kind of, both hands are kind of sharing the melody. Look at the beginning. It starts in the right hand. By the way, this is in the key of D minor, 1 flat. It's relative to F major, D minor. Go do the scale on D minor, you'll be okay. And then here. And you got this rhythm thing going on. Hopefully you can get dotted rhythms. If you still can't get dotted rhythms, I encourage you to go back to book 1 and start it again and go through it again. Very important. Listen 3-4 times. The eighth notes are 1 and 2 and 3 and. We're coming in on the and of 2, so it's 2 and 3 and then it's 1 e and a 1 e and a 2 1 e and a. See, the eighth note is on the 1 e. That's the melody. 1 e and. And that's basically that's the melody of the whole thing. Just change the notes a little bit and that's it. So I want to talk about both hands together here, just at the beginning. Medium loud, espressivo means expressively. You'll get the idea. You got to learn the notes and the rhythms and all that junk first, and then you can do the expressive. Once the mechanics are out of the way and you can start thinking about the melody and the music, then that's where the fun really starts. This mechanical stuff is just a nuisance you got to do to get where you want to go, so to speak. So here at the beginning, B natural. And I leave the pedal out of it for now. I'm not ready for pedal yet. No pedal yet. Now see in the left hand, first full measure, it's a half note F. So you're gonna hold the F down until you play the last C in the left hand. That eighth note? Yeah, so it's. And you want to connect these notes between the two hands because it's all melody and it's all legato. Now here, second line, watch here, in the left hand it's a half note. It's got a B flat D. So watch out, the half note stays down for 2 full counts. 1 and. Last line, second measure, that is page 82. The first eighth note in the right hand is by itself. The left hand has a rest. 2. Now in the third measure, the last line, the left hand is a dotted quarter note. So So hold down the dotted quarter note until you play the C sharp in the left hand. And connect all of that. That's the melody. Again, the left hand gets a rest in the last measure. Again, the left hand. Now this is just a quarter note here. So you can lift the quarter note on beat 2. Again, the second measure, the first line, the left hand has a rest, so lift it up. The right hand gets that F8 by itself. Now in the third measure, that B natural is for the rest of the measure. All the B's are natural in that clef, or in that staff. Second line, second measure, watch the fingering here. I do a 3 because I came off of a 5th finger on the first measure. I do a 3-1 and hold the 3 down and do a 2. It's just easier for me. eighth notes in the second measure are by themselves. Fingering wise, third line down, second measure on page 83, right hand. You want the third finger on the third C. You can do a 5-4-3 if you want, because we need fourth finger for the C sharp. Now it's a rolled chord in treble clef in the left hand. And you can milk this. You can slow that chord down. It's a fermata. We can hang on to it. I start the roll, the D on the beat, so it's 1 and 2 and. Hang on to it till you've milked it all you can milk it, and then you go on. It's a B natural there. The next to the last measure, the C's in the right hand, I do a 5-4-3 because you want to connect it. It's a beautiful piece. So let's do a little about dynamics. The dynamics are applying to the melody. That's what we want. Everything else stays under it. So at the beginning, MF, come to ba da da here. All these first three notes are pickup notes to the B flat's what we're after. Da, da, da. So bring out the melody. You see the decrescendo coming down. You got crescendos and decrescendos, and well, you know, it's great. It's got them all over the place. Page 83, third line down. You see the little the hairpins there on that line. It's up to the F, then come down, then you're leading to the D. Crescendo. Very soft and stay very soft. Then you're going to start slowing down, still soft. The last measure, or the last, there on page 83, at the end, the F is melody. That's what we want to hear, and then this last just a chord. Isn't that nice? Then you add the pedal. We're adding just enough pedal to help us connect things and reinforce a few harmonics, and that's it. People will tend to pedal at this whole thing, and that's really overcooking it. So let's talk about the pedal. At the beginning, when the pedal comes in, I'm going to push the notes down first and then the pedal. And I'm going to lift the pedal up when I play. I'm going to lift the pedal up with the right hand, or with the left hand. And again, I'm going to lift the pedal up with the right hand at the end of the first line. Beginning of the second line, I'm going to lift the pedal up with the eighth note A in the right hand. I don't want to smear the eighth notes. In the second measure, I'm going to lift the pedal up before I play the eighth notes. I want to break in the sound. It's a new phrase. So don't smear these eighth notes. No. So I lift it up right when I play the B flat in the right hand. And then the last line, the second measure, I lift the pedal up before I play the eighth notes because it's a new phrase. Here. Again, the last measure, I'm going to lift the pedal up before I play the last note. It's a new phrase in the right hand. lifting the pedal up so I don't smear the eighth notes in the right hand. So right when on the fourth beat, I lift it up there. Here, no pedal here. Now, the second measure, third line, you can legato pedal this part. But in the last measure, the third line, lift the pedal up before you play the eighth notes because it's a new phrase. Because it's all one chord, it fits okay, really it does. And then we don't pedal this because we want all that sound to go away. Now, and I would legato pedal the last two measures. I mean, what you're pedaling, the last two pedals you do, legato pedal them. So it's, and then the pedal and the hands come up at the same time. So it's a beautiful piece. The trick is, once you get all these mechanics out of the way, then you start thinking about the melody and the expressiveness into something.